What if I told you that building a production-ready AI application doesn't require you to be a coding expert anymore? In this video, I'm going to break it down step by step for you. We are talking about saving thousands in development cost, avoiding those rookie painful mistakes, and launching functional app without assembling an entire engineering team. Sounds too good to be true, right? Stick around because I am going to prove it. Before starting, I'm Siddharth Pandey. I'm learning AI. I am trying out new crazy AI tools and breaking it all down so that we can grow together. First things first, let's get Antigravity downloaded and running. For that, you have to head directly to antigravity.google. Once you are in, you'll land on the main interface. Now, before we get too excited and start building, there is one foundational rule that you need to know. Every single project lives inside its own folder. This keeps everything organized and helps Antigravity work its magic more efficiently. So let's do one thing. Click Open Folder, navigate to Desktop, and create a new folder. I am calling mine App. Simple and straightforward. Open it up and you are ready to roll. Take a look at the interface. On the left side, you will see the folder name you just created. As we work, this area will be populated with various files like Markdown, HTML, and more, all generated automatically by Antigravity. On the right-hand side panel is your chat interface, where you'll communicate with the AI agent. And the center area with the AI Gravity logo, that's your workspace, where everything you create gets displayed. You'll see files being generated in real time and can interact with them directly. Now comes the fun part, deciding what to build. For this tutorial, we are creating straightforward to-do app. But here's a pro tip that will make your life so much easier. Don't just describe what you want, show it. This is where visual reference becomes your best friend. I am going to introduce you to VO from Vercel. This is honestly one of my favorite tools for this one. You can click the link I'll drop below. And I have already prepared a simple prompt for us. Here's what I'll type. Please help me create a modern and clean user interface for a to-do app that I would love to build. Ensure that the logo is in black. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy, hit run and watch the magic happen. And why we are writing all these things is just because if you'll give more context to AI, the better result you'll get. Examples are the pure gold in the world of AI. Give as much examples as you can, okay? Whether you're working in the workflows in N8N or running agentic processes with Gemini, providing a real world example helps AI understand exactly what you are after. VO just finished generating our interface. And look at that. We have got a clean functional UI that we can actually interact with. We can type tasks, move things around, delete them. It's the perfect starting point, to be honest. Let's grab a screenshot of this design and head back to Antigravity and paste the image in. Now we are going to craft our prompt. Here's what I'm telling it. Well, I would like to create a to-do app. In this app, I would want you to use the screenshot I provided as a reference for user interface. Please ensure that all the buttons inside the UI are actually working so that the person should be able to insert and delete tasks. Also, I would like these tasks to be categorized as per the dashboard that you can see. Hit send, and here's where things get interesting. Antigravity agents are now spinning up and creating an implementational plan. Notice at the bottom of your screen, you have got two modes, planning and fast conversation. Think of a planning mode like creating a SOP for your business. It goes step by step, right? You can review it, you can validate whether everything is there or you have to add any modifications or stuff like that, right? In conversation mode, on the other hand, just go straight into execution. Quick, but sometimes you sacrifice a bit of quality for the speed. Well, we are using planning mode because we want quality output. Look at the implementation plan it generates. You have got an 80/20 breakdown for all these points, and you can see the individual tasks listed out, right? So once we hit proceed, watch this boxes starts getting ticked off as the AI works through each step. This gives us transparency into what's happening and helping us identify if the agent gets stuck anywhere. Well, this is perfect. The agent's done, and now we can check out our creation by clicking the local host link, right? This means the app is running locally on your computer, not on any cloud or server. Well, there it is. All tasks showing 2 pending items and our categorized system is in place. Let's test the functionality. I'll add this to a new task. Cool, it appears, right? And now let me try changing the category. Yep, it works too. So can we cancel? Absolutely. Well, you can spend hours and hours in polishing this UI and making it even better. But right now we have got our front end, and let's make things actually functional by building the backend. Imagine you're building something so valuable that people are willing to pay for it. For that, we need to first figure out the way to store user data, handle authentication, email, password, everything, right? And second, we need to set up a payment system that actually collects money. So head over to MCP server selection. And if you don't know MCP is basically a language by which app and AI communicate with each other. It's as simple as that. So for this one, we are going to choose Firebase and we are going to click install. Done. Now we are going to go back to our chat and give Antigravity this instruction. Hey, I would like you to help me improve the app. I would like you to create a fully functioning backend so that whenever a new user comes in, they have the possibility of being authenticated either through a Google sign-in or with email and password. I would like you to use Firebase in order to create this fully functioning backend and to store all of the data. You have access to Firebase MCP, so please use it and create everything functioning for me. So I'm going to be real with you. We need some human interaction out here, and basically you just have to log in into Firebase, and the servers typically require authentications and Antigravity doesn't have credentials stored, so you need to do that and hit proceed on the implementation plan. See, there it is. The agent is asking us to authenticate. Click the login link, authorize the application and copy the code it gives you. Paste that back into Antigravity and let it proceed everything. Excellent. The agent confirms everything is working. Let's test it out on localhost again. Look at that. We have got a registration plan with a Google sign-in and email option. Cool. We are done with it, but there is one problem. If we are going to click on this and we are going to input our details, or either if we are going to log in by Google, it is not going to take that. It's going to show an error. And that's expected because we haven't deployed the app yet. Again, I told you, it is going to show the error. So auth configuration not found. Here's the thing. Antigravity successfully creates the integration, but we need to manually enable it in the Firebase. I told you some human interaction is needed here, so we need to do that. No worries, just copy that error and error message and ask Antigravity, hey, I got this error when I entered my email and password. Can you help me fix that? The agent immediately gives you the instruction. Click the Firebase console, link, find the get started button, select email and password, toggle it to enable and save. While we are here, let's enable Google sign-in too and add a support email. Use your own email, hit save, and we are back. Cool. Back to our project. Now let's test this properly. I'll create an account with a fresh email and a random password, create account, and we are in. I can create using all the functionality we built. Let's verify the Firebase. It actually stored this data. Jump into the Firebase console, go on user, and there it is. All our test email and their associate data is already there. Perfect. Authentication is completed. Now we need to deploy everything. So everything is working locally, but we need to deploy this thing so that other people could actually use this. And for that, we need to go back to Antigravity and you have to write, please deploy the app now using Firebase MCP tool and host it on Firebase hosting. This deployment will also enable that Google authentication we set up earlier. Okay, so once this is done, we have completed the entire login and registration process. The next logical step is to set up our payment system. For that, you can use Stripe, but if you're in India, you have to show your whole business to access the Stripe account. So I am going to go with PayPal right now to create this a true full stack monetizable app. The agent finishes and provides us with the live URL, and this is our app, right? Hosted on Firebase and accessible to anyone. Let's test it. The app loads beautifully. Cool. And now let's try the Google sign-in. And we are in. The app is fully functional online. So the final piece of puzzle is monetization, and we are going to connect PayPal so that before user can access the app, they need to pay. Because at the end of the day, Antigravity is an amazing tool, but the ultimate goal is to earn some money, right? So let's head back to the chat. Fantastic. Now everything works, and now we need the last change, which is I need you to help me implement a PayPal payment at the beginning of the process so that a user before signing in has to pay at least $20 a month. So first we need to add the PayPal to MCP server. Go to the MCP server, find PayPal and install it. You'll notice it asks for a PayPal secret key. Let me explain what this means in simple terms. To grant permission for one app access others, we use a technique identifier called API key. So we need to get our PayPal API key. I'm naming mine the Antigravity key, and copy the API key and paste it into the PayPal MCP configuration and save. Now we are connected. Back to our prompt, add the Stripe API information, confirm that the MCP has access. Hit enter and watch the agent work its magic around, right? It's going to use our API key to implement the payment flow into our app. If everything works as expected, users should now see a payment screen before they can access the registration form. So this means we can actually collect revenue from our app. And time for the moment of truth. Click the link to our deployed app. We now have a PayPal checkout page asking for payment. Once someone pays, they'll get access to the interface we built, and then they can start using the To-Do app. And there you have it. We have built a complete full stack application using Antigravity. And if you have any doubt, you can comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.